Hi guys, this is Ryan from Geek Hub. Today, we received an iPad from the fan. He told us this iPad was second-handed when he bought it, and now it doesn't work. Because it's second-handed, it may be damaged inside already. When we open this iPad, we can see the sign of the repairing. Then we take apart the logic board. It's obvious that this charging IC was repaired. Also, the ducknet and the flex cable were changed, so now we know the reason why this iPad was repaired. It's because of the charging problem, and now the charging problem happened again. First, we power on the logic board and test it with the ammeter. It shows that the logic board can be turned on with the external supply. Now we test the battery. Because it's not been charged for a long time, it's out of power already. We activate the battery and fix the logic board and LCD back to the housing. Turn the iPad with the external supply and charge the iPad. There's no charging sign. Turn off the iPad and charge it again. Still can't be charged. Now we have to take apart the logic board and look for the faulty part. Observing the logic board under the microscope, we can see the charging protecting indicator is already short-circuited. The USB IC and the charging IC were changed before. The rest part shows no sign of being repaired. There's still some soldering oil left on the ducknet part. Now we clean the logic board, then check the diagram for the charging circuit. It shows when the 5 volts power comes in the iPad, there are 2 circuits. One goes through the mouse and then to the charging IC. The other one goes to the USB IC. Now charge the logic board. We can test the 5 volts on the ducknet flex cable, so the ducknet is fine. Then the USB IC circuit, 5 volts can be tested here, so the USB IC circuit is fine too. At last, test the charging IC circuit. Also, 5 volts can be tested here. Now we can say that these 2 circuits, which are in charge of charging, are fine. So the problem is in the charging IC or the USB IC itself. We tear down the charging IC first. Clean the remaining tin and put on a new charging IC. Then fix everything back. We test the charging again. Plug in the charging cable and turn on the iPad. And it's charging. Luckily, we found the faulty point at the first try. Then we clean the iPad and put the adhesive B7000 on. Also, before the adhesive, we test all the functions again. In the end, put more adhesive on the corners. And use 2 rubber bands to bind the LCD assembly and the housing, waiting for the adhesive dry. If you like our video, please subscribe our channel, Geek Hub.